Hello, movie clippers. I'm Sam.
And I'm David.
And we're going to review A Million Ways to Die in the West, Seth MacFarlane's new Western comedy.
Yeah.
So, Dave, what did you think of the movie overall?
It reminded me a lot of Family Guy, as it should, because it's Seth MacFarlane. And I love American Dad and Family Guy, and I think the humor is great in this movie. It's pretty rare to see a Western comedy. So in this movie, there's a lot of, I guess you would call them, basically like crude adult humor jokes, the same way with Family Guy, a lot of penis jokes, fart jokes, stuff like that. So it's exactly what you expect from Seth MacFarlane. So if you like Family Guy, you're not going to be disappointed.
Yeah, it is very funny, and I legitimately howled in the theater while we were watching it. It's very funny. The thing is, it doesn't actually, there's not like, you know, the Judd Apatow human thing that leaves you, you know, with some emotions when you go out of the theater. But it's just like a straight up really funny, really filthy comedy. I didn't realize how far they were going to go with it, and then they went further. But I mean, for both of us, I think the highlight would be the smuttiness of the humor and the extent to which they push it. I liked it. I think it's kind of interesting to make a Western comedy when that genre isn't really a genre anymore. Like, what were the last Westerns you saw in theaters?
I mean, there's
like
Lone Ranger
and Lone Ranger.
And Lone Ranger didn't do that well in the box office, nor was it a comedy, so...
I was surprised Johnny Depp wasn't in this. He seems to be in every single Western movie that's made in the last 10 years.
Yeah, and so if you haven't seen many Westerns, the jokes will still work, because most of the jokes are making fun of the time period and not sort of Western tropes or anything like that. Like, you look at a movie like Blazing Saddles, and it's a little bit different.
Yeah, Blazing Saddles much more about Westerns, and this is much more about saying filthy words. Yeah. And there's tumbleweeds.
Yeah, the characters in this talk like it's modern times. It's almost like they time travel to the West, and they're talking about it, sort of saying, like, isn't it ridiculous that no one smiles in photographs? And then, like, there's a lot of humor, sort of like a fish out of water kind of moments like that. So there's not that many other Western comedies out there. I mean, we got Blazing Saddles, maybe Shanghai Noon. That's kind of it. I mean, Back to the Future
Nights,
3.
If you're really willing to stretch it.
I mean, there's
Back to the Future 3 and Rango.
So this is definitely, I would say, at the peak of the funniest of like Western comedies. And you can tell Seth MacFarlane really wanted to dress up as a cowboy, and that's totally fine because he made it a good movie.
In conclusion, I guess if you're looking for hilarious, filthy Western mustache humor, this is kind of the movie to go to right now. Yeah. So, I think we both liked it.
Yeah, it's very funny, the jokes land. It's also very adventurous. There's a cool train chase sequence, there's a lot of horseback sequences and gun shooting sequences. And
no, you're thinking of Lone Ranger. Anyway, for Movie Clips, I'm Sam.
And I'm David.
Thanks a lot.